Benedict has joined us. Hi, Benedict. Good evening. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Good evening, Sammy. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's start with your eyewitnesses account of what happened. 0-0 obviously would excite Kumasi Asante Kotoko and not Hearts of Oak. But how did things really play out on the field?
I think the other way around will excite Hearts of Oak fans instead of Asante Kotoko because many of the Kotoko fans were so hopeful going into this game, looking at their recent fine form in the league. Having won their last game to winners. Yes, that was Accra Lions. Yes, Accra Lions by 3 goals to 1. Alibaba Stadium. Hearts of Oak with their recent troubles of not winning, games. This was their third game drawing at the Accra Stadium. The last one was against Accra Youth Olympics, which they drew, went away to play against Rotterdam United. Another game they drew. So many of the Hearts fans were not hopeful. I mean, for the very first time in so many years to go to the stadium, and the Hearts fans were not as hopeful as they were in previous Super Clash games. This time it was all about the Asante Kotoko fans. The extent that an Asante Kotoko fan today on Twitter told me that even if they should score 3 against Hearts, they will consider that as a defeat. And I met that person with his friends at the stadium before the game, and they repeated same thing, that they were expecting not less than 3 goals for Kotoko, and anything less than 3 for them will be considered as a defeat. So after the game, they were hard done. They were not excited. They were not happy with the outcome of the game. They thought that they were the most informed team coming into this game, and that they should have run right over Hearts of Oak. Many of them also saw this as a perfect opportunity to avenge that 4-0 defeat, which they hung on their neck for close to 20 years now. So they really went in today to do that. It didn't happen. I mean, Hearts, for me, in terms of the game, started very well in the first half. Binge got a glorious opportunity, which the goalpost, the upright saved that Asante Kotoko, even though Hearts would have taken the lead. I think that Hearts played very well in the first half, had some decent chances to score, and I at least should have expected Hearts, or Hearts at least should have scored 2 goals in the first half. In the second half, Kotoko came into the second half, the more determined, the side that really wanted to get something out of the game, realized that after 30 minutes in the first half, Hearts had not even gotten into the area of Kotoko. It was all about Kotoko trying to get something out of the game, and they had some few chances, notably Richmond Lamptey had 2 glorious opportunities, all saved by Hartlepool goalkeeper Richard Atta, who for me today played very well. He saved them. What the first one right after the first half, it was just a point blank shot, which of course he was in a very good position to save that one. And then the one that is just rolling on your screens now, where it was the same Richmond Lamptey who hit, and Richard Atta initially didn't handle the ball well, but did very well to keep the ball out, and that was a great opportunity. So I think that yes, based on what happened in both halves, I would say that the result was a true reflection of the game. In the first half, should have gone for Hearts to the field to utilize the chances that came, same as Asante Kotoko in the second half. So goalless for the neutrals wouldn't be bad, but for Kotoko, they certainly feel this was a defeat.